It's time for me to tell you all about Anime Los Angeles, or ALA. This year was my first year attending Anime Los Angeles, and I wasn't expecting much. I thought it would just be a shopping trip for me. I'd go in, I'd find the figures I'd want, and then I'd leave. I'd heard that it was a mainly cosplayer convention and that it was a really big party con, and I'm not really like partier kind of person. But instead of my quick shopping trip, I ended up having an incredible weekend. It inspired me to get more into cosplay in that community, and there's a lot of Lolitas who also cosplay, and cosplayers are also just pretty welcoming to alternative fashions. Anime LA took place at the Marriott near LAX, but this was the last year it would take place there, because next year they're moving to Ontario, California. When I heard that, I was like, huh, it's moving to Canada? That's odd. I'm probably the only person who would make that mistake, but just to be clear, so all of you know, it's moving to Ontario, California. I don't know which hotel yet, but I will put all the information below so you can find it. One of the things that separates Anime LA from other anime conventions is that it largely takes place around the pool. Attendees of the convention have access to their pool even if they're not staying at the hotel. As long as you have a badge, you can get in. All the babes come out and bear their cosplays around the pool. So many beautiful people. Unfortunately, this year it rained. The first day was the only day there was really any pool action. The dealer's hall, to be honest, was kind of a disappointment. There was a lot of counterfeit things and Lolita dress scamming. Let me explain this a little bit more in case you're unfamiliar. There are people who will sell Taobao, Bodyline, replicas, and other off-brand dresses at incredibly marked up prices. And as a beginner Lolita, I once fell for this, and I don't want any of you to. Here's a few tips to avoid overpaying for Lolita dresses at a convention. Do your research. Research everything. Ask the seller for the name of the brand or the name of the dress, where it came from, and then look it up online. Look it up on your phone, go back to the hotel room, look it up there. And if they don't give you that information, you probably shouldn't trust them. Try to buy from a brand directly. I know this is difficult because Angelic Pretty and Baby the Starshine Bright and Juliet Justine and Innocent World, they don't go to every convention. But if they happen to be there, it's probably safe to buy from them. Avoid buying dresses that come in those plastic bags that you see costumes come in. I once fell for that too, and they're usually really bad quality and short and just not great. If the seller is a Lolita themselves, they're probably more trustworthy, and they can answer a lot of your questions. Ask about the dress and verify all the information that they give you online. Ultimately, it's your money and you can spend it however you want. But again, I just want to help because I've fallen for it myself. I once paid $95 for a Bodyline dress worth $40. I was pretty mad when I found out about that. If you have been scammed, just remember what's done is done and learn for the future. Tangent aside, there was some really cool stuff in the dealer's hall. I did get a Supersonico figure. She goes on top of Ramen, and she's amazing. I don't know what else to say. The artist alley was really small and crowded. There was a lot of really pretty prints in it, and I wanted to look around, but it was just really hard to walk through in Lolita. I'm kind of bummed I didn't get to look at more of it. I ended up going to and loving a lot of the panels at this con. I recently got into figure collecting, hence the Supersonico, and I went to 2 figure collecting panels hosted by Good Smile representative and blogger Frances Delago. She gave a lot of good information about collecting and figure care. She also did giveaways in her panels, and in one of them, my best friend won and gave me the figure. And I don't know who it is, but if you know, please tell me, because they're so cute, and I want to know whatever this is from. I want to watch it, I want to learn. One of Frances's panels focused specifically on naughty figures, and I love naughty figures and cast-offs. And sometimes this makes me feel like a bit of a perv, but it was really comforting to hear her saying the same kind of things that I think, and the crowd was really fun. There was one guy in it who, every time she would show nudity, he would be like, oh yeah, oh baby, yeah.
But that's what we like, so we get to see the goods. I did remember that you just take everything off.
Oh yeah.
So
and I found that really hilarious. My friend Erin has invited me to Captain Savvy's sing-along crew at other conventions, and I've never been able to make it, but I was at ALA. I made it just in time for the I Ship It song and the Sailor Moon theme song. Lastly, we ended the con with some 18+ panels. I've always wanted to go to hentai, dating, adult panels, but they're usually late at night at conventions, and by the end of the day I usually just want to get in bed and be surrounded by all the stuff that I bought. But I stuck through it this time and I went, and I'm so glad that I did because it was pretty great. I was with a group of friends and they got pretty drunk. I myself don't drink because I'm naturally obnoxious. We went to a hentai voice acting panel and my boyfriend's alter ego, Jack Cologne, made an appearance and did some voice acting. Why don't you check it out?
I don't have a good girly voice. It's like,
do it real deep. Do it real deep.
Oh, why can't it draw well?
It's become more erotic than before, but for
Yeah,
example,
that's why I like it.
fucking scene.
I can't really get the picture of what you're talking about.
Then why don't we just try it out?
Then take it out.
Wait, what? You serious?
You're the only one here I can do this with, see it, so take it out.
That's...
We'll do tit fucking.
Oh god.
Get your dick, kids. You're not even cut. It's weird.
Oh god.
We also attended a panel that was a dating show. It's kind of hard to explain, so bear with me. But there was basically a few contestants and then a bunch of people who participated to date the contestant. At the beginning they had a bunch of questions for them, and then there would be 2 answers and you go to one side or the other, and if you were on the side with the correct answer, you continued, and if you were on the wrong answer side, you would go back to your seats, and then once they whittled it down to fewer people participating, each of the people participating would have to give their own answer, and then ultimately the contestant would be back to back and they would reveal the person. Why is this so hard to explain? Our group was pretty rowdy by this time, and we were yelling stuff to get the crowd more involved, and at certain points the MCs would kind of look to us for commentary.
I think
Tipster didn't happen.
y'all are
Tipster didn't
fucked up motherfuckers.
There's a few notable instances from this panel that I want to talk about. There was a cosplayer dressed as Rocky from Rocky Horror Picture Show, and in the middle of his thing, a girl just ran up and started kissing him.
This is the wrong
And in the end, this guy left with 2 ladies.
1, 2, 3.
Doctor.
True love.
As the last contestant was meeting their date, the crowd got quiet right as I yelled.
1 to 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Turn around. Meet your true love.
Make out!
Do we have room?
That was Anime Los Angeles. Final thoughts? Everyone there was really cool. I went in not feeling like I wanted to socialize, and I ended up seeing a lot of friends and meeting a lot of new people. The panels were fun and informative, and I will definitely go next year. But maybe I'll cosplay.